I'm curious actually about, the photography world because it's, in terms of like selling stuff, I feel like photographers do a big service to the scene. And I don't know how much the scene like actually like pays photographers or whatever. I know I'm seeing photographers get their photos like taken all over, they're being like put on flyers, they're putting all over Instagram and other social media and stuff. I guess how do you feel about it when like you see someone like basically take your photo and just crop out your watermark and use it as their own? Like that, I feel like that's kind of a dirty trick, but I see a lot of people do it.
When I was starting off, I was like resentful from it, especially because I was just trying to get better, and then just like, oh, let me get credit, and sometimes you don't get credit,
Yeah.
especially from people that you believe like they should be doing the same thing, or they feel like, well, you got a picture of me, so that's good enough.
Yeah.
But I look at it almost kind of like how DJs are, because like there's a certain point where like their mixtapes were getting played and they did all the work for the production.
Yeah.
Not like they sampled this and that and they create a loop and that was the end of that. Or maybe if they did, or they did crazy drum samples and another DJ is playing it because they don't want their videos taken down for music copyright strikes.
Mm-hmm.
But I noticed with them, like even other like let's just say like other musical performers, they accepted of like what the culture and technology is.
Mm-hmm.
Their draw is more like, if you want me to come live to your event, hire me.
Yeah.
Let everyone take photos. We'll leave enough room for them if they want to crop it out. We don't care.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put them. But you guys hire us, like hold some accountable for that.
Yeah.
And sometimes too, sometimes there's just a good opportunity. I remember, let's say for example, our crew from Japan. They came to the.
Yeah.
I want to say we came to like 3 different cities in no, 4 or 5.
SoCal.
I don't know. They did a California
and they went to the that freestyle session. That was like last year or something, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and also they went to the jam when you guys entered in Pomona,
Mm-hmm,
and also they went to San Luis Obispo the next day, and they also came up to Sacramento for one of our events.
Mm-hmm.
For me not to take a chance to get to know them, offer to do like some photos and everything, because this is a chance for like a crew who I don't know what their circumstances are, but they're like, we're about this life.
Yeah.
We're not getting paid to do this, but we came to represent. This is just a different city. This is a different country. We came to do our thing. So I also have to look at it like that, because it's very, I don't know what's the word.
I mean, yeah, you're looking at it as like these guys are about that life, and as a photographer, it's worth it to you to capture that, and to represent that too, because that's like what everyone's all about, But
yeah. And then my return is like, when I get the chance, I'm like, you guys took the time and saved up enough money to travel. And sometimes when I look at our city, and I'm not to downplay the quality of our jams, but sometimes I'm just like, I've seen you guys won $10,000 like 3 months ago, and the price here is like $200, but you drove 2 hours from the Bay Area
mm-hmm.
to just be like, I'm about this life.
Mm-hmm.
So that goes to like someone's conviction, and like also their vanity and the ego, like, what's this really about?
Yeah.
So sometimes I'm like, yeah, let me get the love. I do see if I can get some type of compensation, but then I also want to be able to say, grow for the last 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I've been a part of these events that people consider as like a moment in their life, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm there for that moment. So.
Yeah, no, I would think being there for that moment is like a real important thing as a photographer, because again, yeah, you guys are like capturing that and preserving it. I mean, I guess put it like this: before there was like a crap ton of photographers in the scene, there was still jams going on, but who can remember like everything that happened in those jams, especially the ones that weren't videotaped? It's hard to remember any of that stuff because it wasn't ever, you know, captured. But then I know when I see photos from like jams that I did, you know, 10, 15, even maybe even 20 years ago, it's like you see that picture and you're like, oh, dang, I remember that. You know what I mean? I remember that battle. I remember like being in that situation. I remember training for that or whatever. I remember seeing that dude train for it or whatever, you know. So it kind of really takes you back. And it sucks that there's not so much stuff that's available from, you know, back in the day. But now I feel like there's so much. And so it's going to be like a very good preservation of, you know, the culture moving forward. Maybe too good of one, you know, I guess. We don't need to remember all them crashes. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please click like if you liked it or dislike if you thought it was whack. Either way, make some noise in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. And please subscribe if you're down with that broke boy and or broke girl shit. Thanks. Peace.